Hey guys, Ron Harris here, MD Online Editor, with some sad news. Bill Pearl, multiple Mr. Universe, one of the living legends of the sport, has passed away at age 91. For those younger viewers out there, I want to let you know who this guy was, how good he was. Bill competed from 1952 to 1971. He won the Professional NABA Universe title 4 times, which that title preceded the Mr. Olympia, and for many, many years it was the top title in the world that the bodybuilders all aspired to win. He won that in 1956, 61, 67, and 71. When he won it at age 41 in 1971, 41 years old, he defeated the likes of Reg Park, Frank Zane, Dave Draper, and Sergio Oliva, who at that time had already won the Mr. Olympia title 3 times. So Bill Pearl was an excellent bodybuilder. He was 5'9". He started his competitive career off at 201 pounds, finished it at 242 pounds. And interestingly, he lived the last more than half of his life, from age 39 until he passed now at 91, as a vegetarian, and strongly believed in vegetarian diet for health and many other purposes. But he was someone who showed that you didn't need to eat pounds and pounds of meat to have a tremendous physique. And he continued to guest pose for several years after that, Bill Pearl. I did have the pleasure of meeting him briefly a couple times. Never got to interview him, never got to know the man, but by all accounts, he was a fantastic human being. Everybody loved him. He was famous for working out at 3 a.m. at his home gym. He was also a mentor. He mentored Chris Dickerson, who went on to become Mr. Olympia shortly after that. For those of you looking for good books from vintage era, he wrote a training book called Keys to the Inner Universe, which had illustrations of over 1,500 different exercises. Bill Pearl. Bill was for sure one of the last, if not the last, men of that golden era of the 50s and 60s. Still surviving. I believe he was still training even up until, I recall seeing him as recently as 7 or 8 years ago at an airport. He still looked like a very solidly built, strong man, rugged build. And so at that time, he had to be at least 80 years old. You wouldn't know it looking at him. He was a true testimony to the fountain of youth and how healthy bodybuilding can be if you make it a healthy lifestyle and prioritize your health, which he did. And he was always trying to convert people to vegetarian diet. He felt that was a much healthier way to go. But again, Mr. Universe, multiple times, 4-time Pro Universe champion, Bill Pearl, has passed away at the age of 91. Rest in peace, Bill. And I encourage you guys all to do some Google image searches. I don't know if there's anything on YouTube as far as competitions, but he was great. He had these tremendous triceps and shoulders, chest. He was I don't want to say mass monster, but he definitely was ahead of his time in terms of mass. Consider that at 5'9", he was competing at 242 pounds in the early 70s, which was very much ahead of the curve. Dr. George Tuliato says pioneer. I absolutely agree with that. He certainly was a pioneer and a role model, a legend. May he rest in peace. And that's it, guys. He had a long, healthy life, 91 years old, and I believe he was training up until the very end. So great example of how good bodybuilding can be. So God bless his soul. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you later.